Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. Been wondering just what you mean to me. Oh, Christmas tree.
Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Yummy brand of Yommycrochetlogy. So today's tutorial is a Christmas set for little girls ages 12 to 18 months, and we will have the top first, and we need the following: a green cotton yarn 145 meter, and this is a soft cotton and color green, and this one here is the main color of the project, which is Christmas red or color 30. And this is the information here. This is 3.75 millimeter hook. And then I have this cute fur yarn. We need that too. And this is the information. We need a 6 millimeter hook for this, or 5 will do, I guess. Okay, so fabric glue and a hook, the 3 millimeter hook, and the scissors and the needles. Okay, and let's get started. So I already have my project done here. We started from here to there. This is 63 foundation chain and 63 half double crochet. And before we started, get your daughter's little top to use as a guide. I have here this yellow one, and this is my guide to see how big my crochet top should be. So this is the back, and this is adjustable back. Okay, and I have here 2 strands of yarn. This is optional. If you want to use 1 strand, that's fine. And start your project with a slip knot. This is how I start my project. This is how I'm comfortable with, so you can start your own slip knot however you feel like. Okay, and then a chain 63. Okay, in your case, if you needed it more or bigger, it's for bigger child, it is a multiple of 7 and plus 1. So in this case, mine is 63 chain, and I'll just start here with 23 to show you guys how I did the pattern. Okay, and then half double crochet in the next stitches, the next 63 stitches. Okay, so you have to half double crochet across the foundation chain. So basically saying half double crochet is also your foundation here. So 4 and 5. Okay, so continue doing this until you reach your last stitch of 63, and I'll meet you at the end of that. So we're here in the last stitch. In my case, this is only 23 because I'm only showing you guys how the pattern works, but originally it should be 63 foundation chain and half double crochet. So this is what it looks like now, and then chain 1 and 2, 3, and then turn your work, and this time double crochet in the next. This one here, the chain 3 is considered as the first double crochet in every count. Okay, and skip 2 stitches, and then on the 3rd stitch we have to make the puff stitch. Okay, so puff stitch is wrap your yarn around your hook, insert it in the stitch, and wrap your yarn, pull it through, and you should have 3 yarns in your hook. Okay, that yarn there, and then wrap your yarn again, and straight away insert it into the same stitch. Wrap your yarn and pull it through. Okay, and don't do anything of those yarns in your hook, just keep wrapping. So again, wrap your yarn around your hook, insert it in the same stitch, and wrap your yarn and pull it through. You should have 9 yarns in your hook. Okay, or you should have you should insert your hook 3 times. Okay, and then once you're ready, wrap your yarn around your hook and pull it through till the second to the last yarn, and you should have 2 yarns in your hook, and again wrap your yarn around your hook and pull it through. So this is a puff stitch, or this is what it looks like. And then chain of 2, 1 and 2, and then again repeat that pattern in the same stitch. Okay, repeat the puff stitch in the same half double crochet. Okay, again wrap your yarn and insert it in the same stitch, pull it through, wrap your yarn, insert your hook in the same stitch, pull it through, and wrap your yarn and insert it in the same stitch. This is the third time that you insert your hook in the same stitch. And once you're ready, wrap your yarn again and pull it through till the second to the last yarn, this one here. Okay, and then again wrap your yarn and pull it through till the end. So again you have 2 puff stitch in the same stitch. Okay, and then skip 2 stitches, so 1 and 2, and then on the third make 2 double crochets. Okay, so in the next 2 stitches you have to make 2 double crochets, so 2 stitches after you skip. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and repeat the process until you reach in the last 63 or the last 63 stitch. Okay, so again we're making a puff stitch here. This is the third time that we insert the hook in the same stitch, and wrap our yarn, pull it through, and wrap the yarn and pull it through. That's the first stitch, puff stitch, and then chain of 2, and then repeat the puff stitch in the same stitch. So that's 1 and 2 and 3. So this is the third time that we insert our hook in the same stitch and pull it through, wrap your yarn and pull it through. Another puff stitch is made, and then skip 2 stitches and 2 double crochet in the third stitches and the stitches after that. Okay, so repeat this pattern until you reach your 63 half double crochet, and then I'll meet you at the end of that. So we're here at the end of this row now. We'll just have to skip 2 stitches and make 2 double crochets in the stitches after that to end our rows. So every time you end the rows, make sure it's the same how you started the row. So in this case we started with 2 double crochets, so we should end with 2 double crochets in this row. But if you added more foundation chain and half double crochet for older baby, then make sure that it's a multiple of 7, so your pattern will still fit and still starts with 2 double crochets and still end with 2 double crochet. Okay, so turn your work and then chain of 3. So 1, 2 and 3. 3 is always considered as the first double crochet of the row, and then double crochet in the next stitch, this one here. Insert your hook, wrap your yarn, pull it through and pull it through. Okay, and then on the top of the puff stitch or the chain to space, you have to make a puff stitch or the set of puff stitch. So this is the first time we insert our hook, second and third. Okay, so we're making the first puff stitch. So once you're ready, pull it through in the second to the last yarn. Okay, and then wrap your yarn again and pull it through till the end. So that's the first puff, and then make a chain of 2 and then another puff stitch in the same 2 chain space. Okay, so this is 1 and 2 and 3. So I'm counting how many times we insert our hook in the same stitch, so only 3 times. And once you're ready, wrap your yarn, pull it through to the second to the last yarn, and then wrap your yarn again and pull it through till the end. So this is the set of puff stitch, and again on the top of 2 double crochet from the previous round you have to double crochet in there. So this is 1 double crochet and 2 or second double crochet. So repeat the pattern until you reach at the end, and I'll meet you there. So we're here at the last stitches of this row, so I'll just have to double crochet the last 2 double crochet of this row to close this off. Okay, so in your case you should have 63 stitches. Okay, and it should look like this. It should start with 2 double crochets and end with 2 double crochets. Okay, this will help your work straight. As much as possible we would like our work to be a bit straight. Okay, so it's nice and tidy. And then you have to make 16 rows of puff stitches. Okay, so this one here, my daughter's top, 16 rows of puff stitches. It's enough to cover her upper body, but if you have older babies or older girls, then obviously you need more than that. You need more rows, so just add more rows of this pattern. Okay, so we're here in this part now. I finished my 16 rows of puff stitches or puff stitches pattern. So what we're gonna do here in this edge is we will half double crochet the side. So start with 2 chains, 1 and 2, and then half double crochet in the next stitches that is available to you across the side. Okay, so you just have to find a nice stitch to insert your hook and make a half double crochet there, like so. Okay, because this is a bit tricky part because we don't have much, or we don't have nice stitches to work into. So I'm at the end of this row now, so I'll just have to half double crochet this last bit here to close the row. Oops, sorry. Okay, so if you've noticed here, I tried as much as possible to even my stitches. So this is our first row of half double crochet, so make sure you keep it straight, okay, as much as possible, even the stitches. And then on the next row you have to chain 2, 1 and 2. So we're starting another row, and skip that one and insert your hook in the next and make a half double crochet. So that is 1, oops, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So continue doing this half double crochet across or until the end of your row, and then you have to make 5 rows of this half double crochet pattern. Okay, make it a little bit longer because this is where we're going to insert our straps at the back. So you need 5 rows of that, or if you need it more because you are making this for an older kids or older girls, and add more rows. So we're at the end of this 5 rows now. I have 5 rows of half double crochet here. This is what it looks like, and I'll just finish off with few half double crochets to close the row. Okay, and this is my last half double crochet. And then turn your work, okay, and then skip that stitch there and insert your hook in the next to make a single crochet. So we're doing a scallop design now, so skip one again and insert your hook in the next and make 5 double crochet in that stitch. Okay, so just one skip. So this is 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Okay, and skip and insert in the next stitch, and that's your first scallop. Okay, so again, skip one stitch and insert in the next and make 5 double crochet in that stitch. So this is 2 and 3, 4 and 5, and then skip one more stitch and insert in the next and make a single crochet. So repeat that pattern until you reach at the other side of your top. So we're here at the end of it, and skip one and make the last scallop. So 5 double crochet in the same stitch. This is 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and then single crochet in the last stitch that is available to you. So we're done with our scallop design. You make sure you make this one here in the other side too. Okay, and this time on the top of this little crop top we have the single crochet. So again, this is a very raw edges, not much stitches to work into, so make sure you even your stitches across the top. Okay, so just single crochet until you reach at the end. So we're here at the end of this row. We'll just have to single crochet evenly the last few stitches, okay, to finish this off, and we're pretty much done with the top. Okay, and this is what it looks like now. You can snip off your yarn, and yeah, that's it. This is the back. And grab your yarn again. This time I'm still using 2 strands of yarn, but it's up to you if you will do that, and a chain of 120. So 120 is alright for a year old. Okay, so if you don't know what's a chain, please refer in the description box below or in the card above how to make a foundation chain or chain stitch. Okay, and we will use a needle or embroidery needle and insert our chain there, and we will stitch this at the back of our little crop top. Okay, so that's how I insert my straps at the back. This is a lot easier than making a holes at the back. Okay. And then I already have here a straps in the other side, and of course our little holly leaves attached. So I'll show you how I attached it later. So first is we will put a strap, and so grab your yellow top again to compare your top. So mine is a little bit smaller than the yellow top, but the purpose of this top at the moment is where to put the straps. So I just follow my daughter's little top as a guide for the straps of this red crop top. Okay, so again I'm using 2 strands of yarn and insert your hook where the stitch marker, start tying your knot there, and a chain of 50. Okay, so a chain of 50, and this is my 50 chain. And then from there you have to chain 1 again and half double crochet in the next 50 chains. Okay, so half double crochet, so nothing fancy, just a half double crochet all the way back to where you started the chain. So we're here at the end of this row now. We'll just have to half double crochet the last few chains to close this row. Oops, sorry, it's caught. Okay, half double crochet. Insert your hook here and wrap your yarn and pull it through. Okay, so skip that stitch there and then insert it here in the next one. So repeat the same pattern at the back. So make another straps at the back where your stitch marker is. Okay, so it's the same pattern, chain of 50 and a half double crochet. So I'm here at the end of my second straps at the back, so I'm just tying and cleaning it with a glue and trying to clean up the back too with the glue. So this time we will attach our holly leaves to our top. So if you are wondering, the tutorial of this holly leaves is here in the description box below or in the card above. And then I attach my holly leaves with a glue in the tip so it won't move. Okay, you can also pin it down if that is easier for you, but I just glued the tip. Okay, but we will be stitching these holly leaves to our top. So get your yarn and your needle, and we will be stitching back stitch in the edges of the leaves. So using back stitch, just normal back stitch, or however you're comfortable in stitching applique to your little crochet projects. So around the leaves, make sure you get all the edges of the leaves. And cut it off and glue the leftover yarn. So this is what it looks like now, and this time we will attach the fur yarn. Okay, we will crochet the fur yarn at the top and at the bottom of the little crop top. So this is the fur yarn that I'm using, and then a hook, 5mm hook, and then the fur yarn, and insert your hook at the back. We will be starting at the back where the straps is. Okay, insert your hook there, and then grab your yarn, pull it through, and make a chain of 1, and make sure you align the leftover yarn so we can wrap our stitches around that. And another chain 1, so that's 2 chains there, and single crochet in the next. Okay, so I know the stitches here is tiny compared to our hook, but make sure you get all the stitches, like you really insert your fur yarn in each single crochet at the top of your crop top. Okay, so just single crochet with great difficulty because we have a big hook here, but you will be able to manage that. So you have to repeat this single crochet using the fox yarn at the top of your crop top and also at the bottom of your crop top in this part. Okay, so and I'll meet you in there. So I'm at the bottom of my crop top now. This is the end of the single crochet rows using this yarn, and I am just waving the ends of the yarn because we cannot glue this yarn. It's gonna be sticky and ugly if you glued this. And this is what it looks like now. It's so cute and so Christmassy. And this is the part 1 of our video. So the second part will be the skirt, and this is the front, and it has a holey applique. If you don't know where the holey applique is, it should be in the description box below or in the card above. Thank you so much, and hope to see you again in my next video. Give this a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that bell button, and see you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.
O come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel.